Bowling may seem like a modern sport, but history tells us it's been played for over 5,000 years in one form or another. There's just something about watching a ball hit a bunch of pins, which is why 65 million people play the sport in just the United States each year. Bowling balls may look deceptively simple, but a lot goes on underneath that shell. So, how are bowling balls made? The first step in making a bowling ball is to create the asymmetrical core, which gives the ball its weight and shape. Why asymmetrical? Well, with an asymmetrical core, bowlers have more control over the ball's motion and can adjust their playing style accordingly, helping them adapt to different lane conditions. Cores are typically made of a dense material like urethane or resin. Factories may also mix minerals like barite, silica powder, or limestone. The result is a chocolatey solution that's poured into the mold. These molds are pre-designed using a computerized design process. What would otherwise be a slow hardening process is sped up by a catalyst, which allows the mixture in the mold to cure and solidify in just 2 minutes. The result is an elliptical core. Keep in mind that the core design might change depending on a number of variables, like player skill level and conditions of the bowling lane. The next step in the process is to cover the core of the bowling ball with filler material. A 2-piece mold is used for this process. The mold consists of an upper and lower half that fit together. To ready the core to be placed in the mold, it is drilled to make a pinhole. This allows the core to be suspended in just the right position in the second mold. The center is about to be held in a more uniform sphere. The core is then pressed into the bottom part of the mold and the top is locked into place, preventing any filler from leaking out. The filler core is made of light but rigid substances like glass beads or polyester mixed with resin for hardening purposes. The manufacturers usually think of the filler core as the part where the bowling ball's final weight can be fine-tuned, so they add or subtract the materials as needed. It can take days for the filler to harden around the center, depending on the formulation and type of bowling ball being made. After the ball is removed from the mold, the excess material is shaved off and the core is now encased in a symmetrical shell. It's time for the bowling ball to be placed in another mold. This will encase it in an outer skin commonly known as a veneer. This veneer has been scientifically formulated to further improve the ball's traction abilities, allowing it to curve toward the pins as it rolls down the alley. It's made of colorant, plasticizer, a chemical called ISO, and urethane. Blending these ingredients together produces high-performance polyurethane. As the mix flows into the mold, a chemical reaction causes it to heat up and solidify in just a few seconds. It's then put into an oven to boost the chemical reaction. Next, a spinning grinder shaves off the excess material that was formed as a result of the mold. A lift system delivers the bowling ball to a sanding machine. Here, the ball undergoes sanding and polishing to achieve the desired surface texture and shine. This process involves using abrasive materials of varying grits to smooth out imperfections and create the desired finish. Next, the ball is placed in a specialized machine equipped with a laser engraving system. The laser is programmed to follow the desired design, and it uses high-intensity light to etch or engrave the logos onto the surface of the ball. Once the logos are laser marked, paint is applied to fill in the engraved areas. The paint color is typically chosen to contrast with the ball's surface color, making the logos more visible. The ball is then given one last sanding as a constant flow of water removes any powdery residue or unwanted paint. The surface of the ball is then polished or buffed to achieve the desired appearance and smoothness. All that's left is to drill the finger holes. The finished ball is inspected to ensure it meets the required specifications for weight, diameter, balance, and surface characteristics. Any defects or issues are identified and addressed at this stage. The final step involves packaging the bowling ball for shipment. The ball is typically placed in protective packaging materials such as a box or bag to ensure safe transport to retailers or customers. Bowling continues to get popular, and the industry is expected to reach a market cap of over $1 billion by 2028. If you like this video and want to check out more like it, subscribe for new videos every week.